Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, about 6 o'clock. I spent a bunch of time listing stuff on Amazon. Not Amazon. Oh, my goodness sakes. Can you imagine doing that? On eBay, I cleaned a house this morning. I am going to do my hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 7, hosted by Amy at the Crafty Cat 7212 on YouTube. And she is Crafty Cat, capital USA, on Etsy for all her great digitals and other things. And then she's on Instagram, Crafty Cat 72. She drew yesterday green tree and lace, and she did Christmas tree. I'm going to do that. For lace, I cut out a circle. A while back, I did, I think a video was called Trifolds or something, and I folded things in thirds and did stuff. So I just thought I would cut the circle out. I did it with a round doily, and I folded it in thirds. And I thought, well, why can't I just do that with paper? So this is what I did. I cut a circle out of paper, double-sided, which I don't have hardly any. I have to glue the two together, and I don't print it that way. Actually, I kind of don't print anymore because I have so much vintage to use. Look at this wonky. Who is running these scissors? So you just decide what you want on the inside or the outside, if it's directional. And you guess. We're guessing. And I think that is cute right there. Fold it into thirds, and then this is going to come up like so. And hopefully it looks like it's okay with the world. Why does that look stupid? Maybe I didn't do a very good job. We can adjust. It's just playtime. And that's going to be just fine. Miss Missy would go, going to be fine, fine, fine. And then we're going to open it up. I don't know where my two things are that you do this with. What do you call them? We're going to open it up and we're going to cut these lines. Right here. Hope everybody had a good Monday and a great Tuesday. Still early. I've literally been taking pictures and putting stuff on eBay since I got home, sitting in the recliner with my laptop and my phone, because you can start it. Like I take the pictures with my phone, and then you can go and start your listing, and then it'll call it a draft, and then you can go on your phone and go to your account, and then you can upload your pictures, but you find where it says draft. So we're going to take these and flip these out. There's our pocket right there, and we're going to fold these this way. So I did a salt and pepper shaker set. They are corn on the cobs, and they have a tray with them, and I just paid $6 for them last week. Excuse me, I'm coughing already. I paid $6 for them, but I'm listing them for $25 because they have advertising on them, and I know I saw that when I bought them, but this is my lace I'm going to use, and I don't know where I'm putting it. How about, I thought I was going to put it here, but it's kind of big. Don't you start whining at my door, kid. My cat. I don't know that I like that now. We just might not do that. Anyway, they say Des Moines, Iowa on them, and they say something about Lutheran. See, I've already forgotten. Something about the Lutheran, that doesn't say church, the Lutheran layman's something, international something. Okay, this is not the lace I want. Why can't we just do this? Let's just do that. Okay, we got it all solved. So I'm going to glue this. I wish this was in a little better. I listed those. They're really cute. And the tray that they sit on is for your corn. You know, like your corn on the cob. And it looks like an ear of corn. And then the salt and peppers are corns, which you've probably seen those. They're 1970s. I'm sure they made them before that, but mine are 70s. And then it says 1980 for Des Moines for the church thing. I put those on. I put a Hallmark bowl on. Prancing Reindeer, it was called. Oh, this is just adorbs. This would be, maybe that would be cuter than the big one. This has got a cut on it. So, what else did I put on, you ask? I put on a Russell Wright picture. It's the one I came home and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I told Lisa I wanted to go back, and she said, "You're crazy." She told me I was crazy. And I said, "Well, I'm going tomorrow then, and it better be there. If it's not, it's your fault." Well, I got there and I couldn't find it. It was on the top shelf where I thought it was, and it wasn't. And she said, she came around the corner, she said, "Did you find it?" And I said, "No, it's gone." Well, there's the row that has the cups, coffee cups, lots of them. And the next row over has plates. Oh, you know what? I was peeling off. This has like a, that's weird. Let's put that at the bottom. I don't like it. Anyway, she found it. She came around the corner and she had it in her hands like this. And I went, "Oh my God, you got it." I just had this feeling it was going to be gone. I was just sick. I think the bigger lace is prettier. Anyway, I listed that today. And I don't even remember what all I listed. Isn't that terrible? So these are pockets. Okay, I might just do the small one. I'm so indecisive. I'm worried that the tall one's going to interfere. So I think I put about 6 things up today. I don't know. I need to do my fun shoes. What else is new, you ask? I need to do a haul, show you my last haul. Last week, I think I went twice, and I don't think I've shared either one of them. Because I know you're going to love the Circus Calliope thing. There's my lace. How tricky was that? There was nothing to that one. This would be cute right along here, though, wouldn't it? No, it would not. It would be cute sticking out of here. What's going on? What is going on here? No. There's my lace. Wow, that's nothing. But if you glue it down on the sides, why does that look like it's bumpy? I'm not happy about this lace. Oh, it's hearts. My hearts are upside down. That's dumb. I don't like that. I don't like this lace. Anyway, I better get to it here. Okay. So, my 7-hour house today. I did it all by myself, and I made some executive decisions. Her daughter is a volleyball player out in Wyoming at a college. She's actually the captain. She's really good. Her boyfriend is from England. He's a soccer player, and he's here playing soccer in the U.S. Anyway, and her other boy's in college. Another one got married, so the 3 bedrooms upstairs are not in use very often. And I always clean them. And I left her a message, sent her a text, said, "I just cut your bill in half because I did it by myself and I decided I would just vacuum and dust the rooms real quickly, shut the doors. And she was happy about it. And what else? I was going to stick something in this. I know the toaster doesn't go with it. I need something romantic, like a photo, like an up and down photo. So I did that. I was still there about 3 hours and 15 minutes. There's an up and down one. Oh, look at her. Is she not cute? What in the heck is she wearing? Look at that dumb dress. Oh my God, she's got like a series of hoops. She looks like a birthday cake. She's wearing a birthday cake. That girl. Let's pop these people in there. No, that's not. All right, there's my lace. It's not very fancy. Sorry about that. Then, tree. I have this paper pad. It's a Christmas one. I got it from my son. It was from Hobby Lobby. Probably 2 years ago. It was the first year he was back from COVID when he left Oregon. I decided I would cut some green file folder, which I did ahead, and cut them like a file. And I cut 3 of them. Did I glue that on? I already glued one on. I thought I would just make a little, maybe some kind of a little book. How does that sound? Like an overachiever. Mitzi's going, oh, you're overachieving. She always gives me crap. I'm going to just glue this right on there. I love me some Mitzi. So, I don't really know what I'm doing, you guys. I have so much going on in my life. Just like everybody, I'm not any special case here. I just feel like sometimes I'm overwhelmed. My granddaughter, that's 9, was up in the night. She was sick at school yesterday. They made her go to lunch. They made her go to recess. She kept telling them when she was sick. They finally, did they make her stay all day? I can't remember. Anyway, she threw up in the night. She got up in pain in her stomach. My daughter-in-law had to get up at like 1 in the morning with her, and she couldn't go to the bathroom, pee. So she took her to the doctor today, and she's got a freaking infection, you know, like bladder or kidney or whatever. Oh, she's livid. My daughter-in-law's livid that she didn't call them and tell them all day. I think at 3 o'clock she called and told them. So she's not happy. My daughter-in-law is not happy. And I said, well, that's really painful. I've had it once in my life. And it was awful. So that was very negligible. But part of the problem is the state of Iowa and other states. And come on now. These teachers and these schools and these little towns like this, they know what parents have truant children. You're only allowed something like to miss 3 days. And even orthodontist is counting against them. They're getting really bad. And I said on one thing somebody posted something on Facebook about it. And I said, my kids are my kids. They don't belong to the government. That's how I felt. If the weather was bad, I didn't send them to school. I didn't care. I had smart kids. I had good kids. And, oh, see, that looks dumb. What am I doing here? Got to make them line up. That's what we've got to do. So it's, you know, I know truancy is a big issue in some towns, but not typically here in little rural Iowa. Now I have, well, that looks stupid. I'm having a time here. Bear with me. Crafting is, well, it's not playing well with me today. All right, 1, 2, and we got a third one. And that goes this way too. And what shall we put it? Let's put it here. I don't know. I might end up cutting these tabs off. I might say, that looks dumb, and they're going away. That's how that might go. So, I had a lazy day. I got to watch my lady from Iran. She got some trees today, some pine trees in pots, and they dug 2 holes, and the guy that delivered the trees brought tires for her. And she planted them inside the tires at the corners of her cave. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. But anyways, I'm thinking, no, she's going to have roots, and the roots are going to push against her cave walls. And you know how if you have a big old tree and the roots hit the basement wall, and it's kind of a thing. It really is, because I had one. Like, the tree really needed to go, and it's still there. My son owns the house now. And years ago, that tree should have went, because the roots just, they get into sewer systems and everything. This is called Education 101 with Linda today. We're talking all things trees and foundations. Anyway, I wanted to put in the comments, she shouldn't put it that close to her cave walls. I mean, I don't know how fast pine trees grow, but I'm like, no, don't let her plant it that close to her cave. We don't want her cave walls getting whatever. I don't like these tabs, but I can do something to them. Like, so here's the tree. Here's a tree, here's a tree. Here's a tree. We can make a tree pocket. A tree pocket. Oh, I don't like this has that, so we'll do it on this. So we're going to ink it. Oh my gosh. My son is driving to Washington straight through. They're leaving on a Wednesday night. He and Caleb, they're leaving on Wednesday night, and they're going straight through to Seattle. How fun is that, to be young? And I'm like, ooh, what if you break down? I'm doing all the what ifs. Dolly, I'm doing all the what ifs. What if you guys break down? Well, we'll get it fixed, he goes. And I said, yeah, but you didn't take very many days off. They're going out to see a friend from Sioux Falls that her husband's in the military, and he got stationed out there. So they're going to drive out and see her. And she was just back for her birthday. He got sent somewhere for like 3 weeks, or I don't know how long. I guess I shouldn't say 3 weeks. I don't know how long. What am I doing? Okay, I know what I'm doing. Anyway, she came back, so they got to see her. She's got a little baby. He was in Japan too. They moved out there, and then he got sent to Japan. So she was out there all alone while he was in Japan. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's bad. I mean, she could have stayed home rather than be an Army wife out there. Stayed in South Dakota. But anyway, he's back from Japan. That's where he was. And they're going to go out and see her. And there's some band that my son loves that's playing out there. Or maybe Caleb. I don't remember. Look at this. Let's just keep it wonky. So they're driving. I don't know their route. They got it all. And I'm like, oh, you should do this or you should do that. My son goes, I forget he's 30. He goes, Mom, we've got it all figured out. I said, oh, of course you do. I'm sorry. Like, I felt dumb for a minute. Like, not very long, though. Because I'm a mom and I can do it. You should do this. You should do that. Oh, my God. Do you have AAA? Yes, Mom. I've had AAA since blah, blah, blah. It's funny. You just never get over that mom thing, I think. I don't know. And even, not even a mom thing. I'm that way with my grandson who is driving. I've only got one that's driving, so obviously I'll be that way with all of them. There's a pocket. Let's just put a piece of something in there for now. Oh, the toaster would be cute, but it doesn't match snow. This could be the back. This could be the middle. Oh, there we go. And then, actually, it's going to have to go like this so they can be all 3 tabs. We're going to round the corners. Is that cute or not? I think it's cute. Okay, so how are we going to hook it? We're going to do this. We're going to go like this. And we're going to put something there, like a piece of that. Like a piece of something. I'm getting my tree mitts. I need to watch your videos today, girls. I need to watch Nancy's. I have, oh my gosh, Carola's. I have to catch up. All you people, Tommy Joe, Sonia, everybody. Everybody. I just need to go sit on my butt and turn on my TV. And the thing is, I just have so much to do that I can't rest my mind sometimes. My friend Lisa, she sent me a thing in Messenger on Facebook, and it was, I don't know, like 5 things to do with vintage plates. And one of them was putting like finial things in between to turn it into like a 3-tier, you know, like for treats. And there were brownies on one of the trays, and I'm like, now I want brownies. Oh, but I've seen that done where you take candlesticks and put between them. There, now we got to let that dry, so I can't do any more, you guys, but I can put something around the outside. Let's do that. How about a piece of, with this blue? That'd be cute. That'd be cute, won't it? Yeah, let's do it. We'll go all the way around to the back. I was trying to think of something clever. So I have to do a house tomorrow, my friend Jean, where I used to doggy sit. And I could do my Margaret, but I'm kind of waiting, because if I have my granddaughter tomorrow, if she doesn't go to school, which I said she's going to still be in a lot of pain. She's not going to feel like going to school. Nobody wants to go to school when they can't pee. Sorry, Mom. It's painful. So I said she can come with me and go clean Jane's and just lay on the couch. And guys, that's what I did. There's my tree. Now I got a freaking project. I got to do the tabs. Maybe we'll just put green on them. Why not? Because we can just go like this. Where's my pencil? That's broken. Here it is. So we can go, whoops, that won't work, because you know why? It needs to be the other way. Ah, that was dumb. I'm going to cut it a hair big. Oops. I'm just going to do one of these. Actually, you know what else I could do is put a, yeah, that's kind of cute. Let's just do that. put like a label on it and then trim the label down, or an old piece of advertising. There, obviously I'm going to have to retrim it. So what did you guys do? Anything exciting this weekend? The boats are all coming out here. Everybody's done with it. Now it's supposed to be, well, it was getting cold, and of course the farmers are going in the field, so, you know, they don't want that lingering fear of, you know, that they don't have their boats out. Then they get stuck in the field. So I did that again. Why do I keep doing that? So they pulled them out, and now it's going to be 80. And nobody's in the field yet. They're cutting silage, but that's just the big cattle farmers. So there's how that looks. That's kind of cute. We can put some stuff on that. Decorate it up. Hide any boo-boos with like sticker things. Where's my neighbor going? I hear my neighbor come out his door. I'm spying. He's getting in his truck. Oh, he's getting in the back of his truck. What's he doing? What you doing, Kenny? Okay, there's that. Now we've got the third one. See, now I'm going to have to trim that, but I don't really want to mess with it. But I will, because I'm dumb like that. Oh, I'm going to have to go back. That's just all going to be wrecked. This can go here. And you know what I think I'll do? I think I'll glue it on and then cut it. My grandson, I gave him my Amazon Prime. All you do is you go on and you, like, he goes on his TV and then he tries to add it and it sends a code. It sent the code to me, and then I tell him type this code in, and then he types the code in, and then so he's got my Amazon on his TV. He's the 16-year-old. But he said today on the phone, he calls, I told him, don't be getting movies. Because, you know, sometimes a movie will come out and it's still in the theater, but it's like $19. Or even $7 or $8. I said, don't be getting movies without asking me. And anyway, it's 49 cents. He wants Family Guy. And I said, that's dumb. And he goes, I know it's dumb. I like it. I said, I don't care. It's 49 cents. And then his mom gets on the phone and she goes, don't be, blah, blah, blah. And I said to her, he's had it for like 6 months. And he's only asked for one other thing. It was $1. Actually, it was 99 cents, and it was Bohemian Rhapsody. And his girlfriend wanted to watch it. They broke up, by the way. I've talked about that saga before. They fight, and she vents to me, and then he vents, and then I say this and that, and do this and do that, and just ignore and just walk away, or don't do this, or stop being, you know, so like teenagers. You got to let him have time with his friends. You can't be so, you know. He needs time with his friends. He's a guy, and blah, 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 and he's ignoring me, and I'm like, because you're there all the time, you've got to give him time to be a dude. A dude. There we go. We got our tabs, but now we need something cute on them, obviously. Like this. That is kind of cute, actually. Let's pop that on. See, now that's going to have to be trimmed, but that's all right. So that's where I'm going with my tree thing. I'm going to let it dry. We'll cut it later. I need something on this one. Let's see. Where are my things? Okay. Some in here. Could we do a ticket? Why couldn't we just put a ticket on? Let's just do a ticket. A ticket. She's got a ticket to ride. My baby don't care. We'll do that. We'll let that dry, and then we'll do one on here. And that will be something else. It's not long enough. Okay. Let's do... Let's see the world. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that won't work. It's cute, though. Oh, this is kind of fun. Maybe I'll go back and do something different to all of these. No. Well, what a predicament. Here we go. Oh, that's kind of cute. We'll do that. Well, that's thick. I think I'll trim these down too after I get them, after they dry. So there we go. That's my thing. We'll be trimming. I swear, even if I'm not in the mood to do this 50 stack challenge, I am not going to get behind like I have in the past. Once you get behind, you're just, your whole spirit is just like, ugh, like that. Does anybody else find that? Like you feel like you can't dig yourself out of, like, oh, I have 3 weeks to do. That's how I get. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Even like this, like the tree, I'm like, I'm not in the mood to make tags. I'm not in the mood to do anything. I'm only in the mood to go thrifting lately. Sorry. It's an obsession. My friend Lisa went home and she had so many boxes of stuff to take back to Nebraska. And her husband saw them in the back of her truck. She had them hid under the tonneau cover. I think I told you that. And he needed the hitch to the truck for the boat, right? And he had to get in the back of the truck to get the hitch, and he saw all her stuff. And he goes, more treasures? He's the best husband in the world. He's so sweet. He was power washing the boat outside my living room. Their driveway is along the side of my living room wall. And he was running his power washer, and it's a very expensive, really good one, and they were cleaning, you know. And I wrote on a big piece of paper, quiet down, in big Q like this, quiet down. And she came out laughing so hard. And then she yells, whoa, look over at Linda's. And we were watching a movie. What were we watching? I don't remember. And he laughed really hard. Then he sent me the bird. She took a picture and sent it to me. It was funny. Sorry, guys. I have fun neighbors. It was just funny. But his boat's all cleaned up and ready to go. This is my tree thing. Sorry, I didn't get very carried away. We will be doing things to it, though. Somewhere down the line, I will do some cute stuff. Let's pop that in there. I'm going to use it. All right, guys. There you go. Lace. Not very fancy. I participated. I get a participation medal. And tree, lace and tree. Week 2, prompts 2, 3, and 4. Did I get that right? Prompts 3 and 4. I really like this. Let's see the world. That's really cute. That's cute. I'm going to use that. This needs something. It needs something. Okay. It needs something. Should I say that again? Let's leave her in there. Let's pop this in. What is that? It's something dumb. I don't like it. Okay. Does she want to sew? No, she doesn't want to sew. She does not want to sew. I don't know what. Oh, this came with that kit. Okay. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch this around. I'm going to put this here. I'll put this here, but I'll fix that. And then, look at her. It's a super dress. She looks like a birthday cake. I'm not kidding. Look at that. Looks like a birthday cake. 3 tiers. Okay, guys. I am done dragging on. What is it? Pontificating. What is it? Carol Law calls it. She says I'm... Away we go. That's cute. She says some word like... I don't know what it is. She's funny. This is neat. All right, I'm done. That's it, guys. Tree and lace. Love ya. Bye-bye.